With school out and ceremonies past, many recent high school graduates are soaking up their last summer break before their first semester of college.
Yeah, an exciting time, but it's also when the concept of cost gets a little bit more real, if you remember that time, which is why community scholarships are so helpful. And for one Port Aransas woman, she's been able to combine her passion for writing and wanting to see local students succeed. Here's how.
Commander Austin slowly unraveled the snarled seaweed with as little disturbance as possible, while Lieutenant Metter watched the proceedings with increased trepidation. Sure enough, encased inside the greenery were several crabs clamped to their meal of human flesh.
That's local author Barbara Goolsby reading a snippet from her book, Fatal Waters.
I just start typing and just pull it out of my brain into my fingers and onto the page.
Inspired by her surroundings here in Port Aransas, and
Steve loves walking on the beach, and he comes back with the most unbelievable stories. So I thought, what if a hand washes up entangled in seaweed and so forth?
to be clear, no, that has not actually happened on one of Steve's walks.
You just make up all kinds of stuff.
A former school teacher, Barbara and her husband, though not from Port Aransas,
This is what I learned to type on in high school. We didn't have electric typewriters at Kittiquay High School in West Texas.
still feel called to help Port A students through a scholarship named in honor of her father-in-law.
All the proceeds from the sales of those books goes into this scholarship. It's geared toward students that aspire to become a teacher.
Just like Christopher Jones Jr.
Good stuff. I think I've always known that I was going to be a teacher and a coach, and so I'm now following the footsteps to go down that path.
A former Port A Marlins star student athlete who now plays and studies at TLU. He was also the first local recipient of the Buol Dewan Goolsby Memorial Scholarship, and tells us how it's more of a testament to the generosity of the Port Aransas community.
They don't have grandkids and kids enrolled, but I think it's beautiful that they feel like they're a part, and it's people like them that make our high school so great and our community so strong.
And recently graduated Grace Cunningham was awarded this year's scholarship. Chris got to hand that award to her this year, and she is also an aspiring educator. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to Chris finishing up his first year over at TLU.
Yeah.
And to all of our recent graduates, and I appreciate the Goolsby so much for sharing their story with us.
Just goes to show you there are all kinds of cool stories right here in the Coastal
Yes.
Bend that you can find. And
Truly.
that's certainly one of them. So good job, good job.
Yeah.